So, I mean, I could just take questions or I could just talk about what I think is important.
Maybe you can just kind of
Okay,
give an overview since
I'll
the
start
charts are so
off, and
different.
then if there's questions, then yeah. So yeah, like before we revamped SmartFlow, we would have to rely just on manipulation. And these manipulation spikes are really tiny. Like the biggest one of the day is only negative 2.24. So it's not a very manipulated day. This one's only 1.09. But if I was trading this myself without SmartFlow, then I would obviously buy here and maybe sell here or something for a few bucks. I would sell here and buy back here for a few bucks. And I never really look at manipulation tally, but if you can see, manipulation tally is it bottomed out right here, right at the top of the day right here. So from here until the current time of the day, manipulation has been getting progressively more bearish along with the downtrend day. Yeah, and the market found its direction after this price discovery smile, which I have no clue. Like this is the most bizarre thing I've ever seen in the history of the stock market, in the history of me looking at the stock market. Like every single morning, there's the same pattern, and
Do you think it corresponds with London? I mean, that's what I was thinking. Like London closes about what, 10:30 my time.
is that it? I don't know, but
Um,
I mean,
okay.
I don't want to get into how this is calculated, but basically the trades are only going in one direction. Like
Right.
the market maker trades are only going in one direction for this period, like every
Right.
single morning. So it's bizarre. But anyways, let's get into what we can actually predict. So yeah, like I really like this divergence here. Um,
Right.
and there's all these dark red lines popping up, and then we get a downtrend day. So like as you guys know, the opening range is like let's say 15, 30. Yeah, here the 30 and the hourly opening range is about the same, which would be here to here. So anything below here is a breakdown, and you get a very telegraphed um signal that smart money is going to break this down below the opening range, and extremely telegraphed. Red line going up like this, green line going down like this. So green line is smart money. So going down means they're selling. Red
Uh-huh.
line is Momo, which is Momo is usually dumb money, but again, for if it's not SPY or QQQ, there are tickers where Momo has total and full control. So,
Right.
but for SPY, QQQ, generally speaking, smart money is going to be in control. And yeah, Momo's buying here and smart money selling. And this all happened, this divergence from here to here, it happens before the opening range breakdown. So before, like,
Oh, I see.
every other day trader on the market, they're looking at this and they're thinking, oh, is it going to break down? I don't know. I'm going to wait for the breakdown confirmation. But we here at Big Short, we know that it's going to break down because of this divergence before the breakdown even happens. Yeah, and then here we get, there's this really innocuous looking spinning top doji bar here. No, it's actually a doji, not a spinning top, but really innocuous. But on ours, it's the biggest dark green bar of the day, which
Right.
leads to a multi-day, a multi bar rally here. And then yeah, it's we also have like call volume here and then put volume here as the price stabilizes. I mean, what more could you ask for? This is every indicator that you need. Sorry, I'm just really hyped about this. I'm really hyped about this new indicator because I just think to myself like, wow, like I
So
just
it's the divergence that, like you said, is really important for SPY and QQQ. I mean, that's the big one to
yeah
look for. We see it around, I don't know, 11 o'clock. At least that's what it says on my chart. Around.
yeah, like starting like so up until this point they're moving pretty similarly, although
Right.
actually
Right.
actually here in the morning we do get a little bit of a divergence. Notice how like if we zoom in really close, well, it's hard. Maybe it's even harder to see when I
There
zoom
you
in.
go.
But actually, no, they're both kind of moving down now that I see it. Okay, fine. There's no morning divergence. But
But in the
but
afternoon, yeah.
but yeah, the dark green and the dark red are basically what is basically contributing to the divergence. So
Do you want to go over what the colors mean, Tay?
okay, so the light green and the light red. Wait, someone's calling me. Beijing, China. What the fuck? Why would someone from Beijing call me? Anyways,
They
so
found out.
yeah. So so yeah, the light green and the
Oh,
light
Tay, someone's waiting in the waiting room, I think.
oh,
Sorry.
Justin Park. Hey Justin. Justin who bought TLT and shorted Google. Okay, so
Hey, Justin.
um wow, this is quite the turnout for a last minute Zoom meeting. Anyway, so light green and pink green, or light green and light red, they mean that the lines are moving in the same direction. So notice how from here to here, the red and the green lines are both ticking up. That's why this bar is pointing up, because it just means that both smart money and Momo are buying this bar, which is
Yeah.
not a bullish or a bearish sign. If anything, maybe it's a bearish sign. I don't fucking know. I really don't know. What I do know is that this dark green and the dark reds, they are predictive, because so for example here the dark green, the light green line is ticking up and the red line is ticking down.
I see.
You see? And then so that means that smart money is buying because the green line is ticking up, and Momo is selling, which means the red line is ticking down. And that's why this becomes a dark green bar, because smart money and Momo are in conflict. So you could think of these dark color bars as conflict bars. So
Okay.
so here
They're not
smart
buying bars, they're conflict bars. Okay.
yeah, but the direction up or down it still indicates whether it's buying or selling. It's the color that indicates whether the two forces in the market are in conflict or
Or line.
harmonious. Yeah. So here they're in conflict. And when they're in conflict, generally the smart money wins. So that's why we get some strength here. Um, and then
Oh,
again,
I see. So you're saying those strong red bars at around, I don't know, 11:30-ish, like they're in strong conflict there. And
yeah,
that's
here
why
they're
smart money's winning.
yeah, well, smart money wins after the fact in the
Right.
future. Here we only know that they are in conflict. Um, but yeah, of course, smart money generally tends to win on SPY and QQQ, and then so yeah. So again, they're in conflict here, they're in conflict here, and they're in conflict here, and so that's why we get this red line moving up and the green line moving down, because Momo is buying. They're like, okay, we're gonna buy this dip. It's gonna go to the moon, and smart money is shorting into them, and we get this breakdown, and
Yeah.
and yeah, and then Momo is just in despair, and and
Well, he
these
keeps buying.
yeah, and these kind of transparent gray bars are actually what Momo is doing in the background. You see the little gray bars? You can
So
barely
like
see.
so like Momo's buying in that like 11:30-ish time,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. In fact,
or like
like
it's
we
9-ish for
kind
you.
we kind of condense all this information into one pane,
Yeah.
but if you look at the segregated version, it's the exact same information, but it just kind of helps you see it better with your eyes. So these gray bars are all the Momo activity, and these bars are the smart activity. So here, all these positive bars here are Momo buying. They're buying, hoping for a bounce. And all these negative bars are smart money selling. They're selling into the breakdown, and Momo is buying. And Momo's occasionally sells too. Like for example, they sell right here, right before the bounce. They're like, oh man, it's breaking down. I'm gonna capitulate. So they capitulate right here, and then we get a little bit of strength here. But alas, you know, their faith is renewed because they buy every single bar during this little bouncy bounce, and of course they get screwed. So it's just it's beautiful. Like if you once you get it, like you see that it is the best thing since sliced bread.
I don't mind cutting my own bread, but
And there's like some light dark pool resistance too with like all those clusters, I think.
Yeah, Sarah likes the dark pools.
And you'd say individual tickers react differently, right, Tay? This isn't true for every single.
Yeah, I think Tesla, I think the red line is more predictive. Um, but I don't really know because I designed the whole thing around SPY. Um,
Yeah, but some tickers are
but
like
here,
Momo controlled.
yeah, yeah, here I mean like they're kind of moving together, so I don't really see much signal. So you notice how most of the bars here are light green and light red. It's just
yeah,
it means they're not really in conflict. Smart money is kind of like, whoa, like this is your territory. You guys control this stock because you guys are crazy. Like we don't want to fuck with that.
I am
But
so unsuccessful trading Tesla is
but
no joke.
but if
It's
you go to the rational places, then yeah.
well, I think people who trade Tesla, they trade like bars. Like you see all those tweezer tops and all that stuff. Like I'm just not into that. But they're looking at candle patterns and they're trading candle patterns, which I don't really like, but whatever.
Yeah. Well,
Well,
oh, iPhone is in the waiting room. I don't know what that is, but hello, iPhone. Nice of you to join us.
hello.
Um, yeah. Any questions from anybody?
I had a question on I was really used to trading M and looking at the little kind of circles at the top.
Yeah,
But in the
let's
new
go.
layout, like, should I be paying attention to the Momo flow and the smart tally, the numbers that are
I like this more than manipulation because manipulation is kind of something where like it's like a quick drive-by shooting, you know?
okay,
Like you get a bar like this and you think, okay, like I could go long for a few bars. You get a bar like this and you think, okay, I could go short for a few bars. But
right,
this, it really paints the whole picture. And like, you know, like with manipulation, you can make money on like little short movements here and there,
right,
but you don't really know what their inventory level is. Whereas here, like you get the trend of the entire day and you get like this divergence here is just it's just killer. Like if you look at some of the examples I posted in the Discord, it's the same thing. I could try to load them up. Um, where did I even post those things? Uh, how would I search for those? Yeah, so like something like this, man, this is probably way too tiny for you guys, huh?
Pretty small. Can
Wait,
you
how did
can you
I,
zoom?
is this a little bit better?
yeah,
Yeah, a little
yeah, that's
bit.
good. Yeah,
Yeah,
that was
good
good.
enough.
Okay, I guess this is as good as we can get it. Um, but yeah, like for example, look at this divergence here. Like smart money sells, Momo buys, and we get downtrend. And then and it's and then around here in the middle of this consolidation, Momo starts to sell off. And Smart just kind of stays even or maybe even buys a little bit, but they're selling off here. And then
I
we
Okay.
think
get this big rally.
I
And
think we have someone else in the waiting room.
oh, okay. Wow, a lot of interest. Hi, Zoom, I. Um, yeah, and like for example, here we have Momo, we have Smart buying and Momo selling, and then we get this like sharp, you know, rally. And yeah, like the real money in day trading is made by um trend days. And with this, we see the direction of the trend day. And I just think it's incredible. I yeah, here we have Smart selling and Momo buying simultaneously, and we get this nice downtrend day.
Right.
And then again here as well, starting from, because notice from here to here they move kind of in tandem. So here there's a divergence which leads to down, and from here maybe, oh, there's more people coming in. Kevin. Okay, you guys can see my hi Kevin. You guys can see my calculator, right?
Hmm.
Okay, so like from here, like I know it's hard to see, but from here to here there's like a lot of divergence, and then we get more down, right? And then from here to here, they're moving kind of in unison.
Are you moving the calculator? I only see it
Oh
in
yeah.
after hours.
Oh, you know what? You're right. It doesn't my the Zoom video is not going to update that much. Okay, I'll just use my mouse instead. So yeah, there's that divergence here, but then here from around, like let's say like late morning to early afternoon, they move in tandem. And then from here, right around this point right here, this smart money starts to sell again. And
That's the
around
green line.
the green line, yeah, green line,
Hmm.
smart money starts to sell again. And red line, Mom is just buying. They're like, yeah, we're gonna dip, we're gonna, but then it goes down as a result. And it doesn't go up until we get, the smart money buying again. Um, yeah, I mean, like I could give more examples, but it's really all the same thing. Uh, yeah, it's just like it predicts the direction of the trend day.
Yes. Any of the
So
new people, do you have any questions? Or go ahead, Simon.
no, I was just gonna say, so are you using it on like larger time frames then? I mean, because I was actually using M on really small time frames, like you mentioned.
I mean, yeah, it is a
I mean,
larger
which
time
is fine.
frame than M in terms of like my certainty, because
Yeah,
like, like if you're getting a breakdown like this with red line and green line diverging, then like, I think it's pretty solid. So, well, the cool thing about SmartFlow though is that it's going to keep going in that direction until you get something like this. This is when this
I
is
see.
this is your warning
That's
of
you've
like,
seen
okay, it's time for you to get out
something's
of your
changed.
shorts, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Because like, and that's the cool thing is like with M, it's a drive-by shooting. Like you like they come, they shoot, and then they're gone. You don't know where they've gone. But here,
right.
every 5-minute bar, you get additional information. Okay, they're still shorting, they're still shorting, and then here they're like,
I
okay,
got it.
this is where smart money is finally buying, while Momo is I don't know, selling or staying even or something, and that's when it starts going up. And also there's this, which is you can see the difference between smart money and Momo. Um it's I think it's kind of, we haven't really back tested it so thoroughly to know which one is better, but you know, I guess it's a matter of preference and you can look at both, but they're pretty similar.
So what is the first one and what is the second one?
The first one we the first one the bars are just separated out. So all of these colored bars are smart bars, and all of these kind of transparent gray bars are Momo bars in the background. And
Mm.
they're just there to kind of tell you like in what quantity Momo is buying, right? So like here we get a lot of smart money selling dark red bars, but you can see kind of faintly in the background that Momo is buying during that time. Whereas here there's no Momo because it's simply the difference between smart money and Momo. So we're subtracting the two values from each other. And
Mm.
I'm not sure how useful this is. I know for a fact that this is quite useful, but if you really have a negative faith in Momo, then this could prove useful as well.
Mm.
I mean, an inverse faith in Momo. Yeah. Um, yeah. And this combined with the dark pools and the option flow, like holy moly, it's a cornucopia of signals. we got these dark greens coming in. We got the put volume coming in, price stabilizing. Now we're getting some more red, but it's power hour, so be careful.
Yeah, yeah. We still, put this in with our normal trading strategies of like not trading power hour or respecting
Yeah.
the trend of the day, all
But at the
that.
same time, like, with these dark reds popping up and this positive manipulation, I wouldn't be surprised to see the next bar red. I wouldn't be surprised to see the 1240 to 1245 bar to be red.
Okay,
But again,
awesome.
but like, yeah, these are smaller than the power hour stuff, but yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe power hour it behaves differently, but especially in the fast moving morning and especially like during this price discovery period and especially like right as it's about to break out, that's when this thing really shines.
Can
Any
you
more
make
que
your can you make your window taller?
Oh, sure. Any more questions? I know all you shy people are just sitting there waiting for Dad Trader to ask more questions, but I'm willing to take questions from anyone.
Oh, Kevin's asking, what is Momo?
Momo. Momo is they are the force. So there are two forces in the market. There's mean reversion and momentum. And there's been a lot of studies on this. Momentum is not necessarily a wrong or dumb force in the market. They just they are just of the mentality of um, when it goes higher, buy more. So buy high, sell higher. Whereas mean reversion is sell high, buy lower, buy low, sell higher. And oh, look, it's the red bar that I was talking about, guys. You see? I'm telling you guys, this shit fucking works. It's amazing. Um, but anyways, so yeah, but generally speaking, when it comes to I think I mentioned this earlier, but when it comes to the ETFs, you can think of Momo as kind of like dumb money. And when it comes to individual tickers, then sometimes Momo is in control more so than smart money. So you can think of it as Momo is the animals in the zoo, and smart is the zookeepers. And sometimes the animals they just run loose and they just terrorize the zookeepers and all the patrons of the zoo. But most of the time, such as Spy and QQQ, the zookeepers are very much in control.
Jacob just asked a question.
I literally predicted this red bar here, guys. So
Oh, nice.
I promise you, Dunder Mifflin is better than prison.
Jacob asked a question in the chat.
Okay, let me open this chat. Can you just read it out?
Oh,
Actually,
sure.
are
He
there
said,
tickers that are
yeah.
are there tickers that are more easily manipulated by MMs? I saw Schwab with the previous SmartFlow, and there were more spikes in QQQ, the big ETFs. I saw Schwab with the previous SmartFlow, and there were more spikes than QQQ. Um, yeah, there's definitely tickers that are more easily manipulated. Um, but you also have to think about not just how easy it is to move. I mean, the spikes seem more predictable than QQQ, more trade options. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really follow that stock, so I can't, oops. I don't really follow that stock, so I can't speak to it specifically. I mean, I've traded it before in the past. I can't really speak to it specifically. Oh, look, it's doing quite well today relative to the market. Yeah, we get this divergence here and it goes down, but then, we get some strength and it consolidates, goes up. And then after it goes down here, you know exactly when to buy the dip here with these dark greens. But generally speaking, the green and red are moving together here. So there's no strong conflicting signal here. I think you're talking about the manipulation spikes. Yeah, I guess there's some negative manipulation spikes here, positive one here right before it goes down. Sure. I mean, yeah, maybe this is one where the market makers are have a lot of power. I don't know. But one thing that I do want you guys to think about conceptually is that market maker manipulation, it's not just dependent on how easy it is to manipulate a stock. Otherwise, they would do nothing but manipulate penny stocks all day long. It's also about how much they can profit from that manipulation. So like if they spend a lot of money like pumping a penny stock to the moon, they're not going to make that money unless they can find bag holders to sell into. So they so they're going to manipulate stocks where there's a lot of retail activity, where there's a lot of retail traders wanting to try their hand at day trading. Okay, next question says, what is Momo mathematically, not metaphorically? Like, would it be cumulative tick delta or something similar? And how is it colorized in the histogram? Darker versus lighter? Thanks. Well, I guess I would say that the mathematic calculations are proprietary. Hee hee hee. How is it colorized in the histogram, darker versus lighter? In here, it's colorized by the light gray, but you can see it broken down here by SF segregated, and it's just this entire bottom pane here.
Pointing up above the X axis is buying, down is selling.
Yeah, yeah. So here Momo's buying, here they're selling. And yeah. But here it's all consolidated. How much institutional trading is there on the SPY and QQQ? A lot. I would say
Oh, there's that red bar you predicted.
yeah, I'm telling you guys, the red
Oh,
bar.
we're on the SPY chart though, but
Oh,
yeah.
okay. Here's QQQ. Yeah, I think QQQ is driving the action a lot today because of all the big tech earnings, and QQQ is very heavily weighted to big tech. But yes, look, guys, anyone who was listening to this live stream could have shorted and made money from my little wreck. In fact, I bet Justin Park did.
Jay did?
Yeah, I knew he did. I knew you did, Justin.
Good job, Justin.
You sneaky bastard. You're always trading off of my non-recs. Okay. But yes, how much institutional trading is there on the SPY? I would say like at least like 50% of the volume is institutional. I think. I don't know the statistics off the top of my head, but I would know if I type some numbers into the computer. But institutions are often dumb too. Like you know, all the 401k just index tracking funds. They're really dumb money. They just every month they just buy on the same day, and the other, you know, the more sophisticated traders, they take advantage of them. So institution doesn't necessarily mean smart. There's all kinds of different forces in the market. There's the institutional you know, there's the blind money funds, like the passive indexing kind of money. There's also like big hedge funds. There's market makers. These are all separate entities. And so the mom and pop retailers, they're just one element of it all.
Nice. Are there any more questions?
Okay, I think we're good, and I think at least we succeeded in Justin making money as usual.
Okay, great. Well, thanks so much for doing this, Tae. I pulled Tae into this at the last minute, just to get him to help people read the charts. I think this was really helpful.
Yeah, Sarah will make some stuff for the help section later, but yeah, for now, at least you guys have some big picture concepts to think about. All right, well, thanks for being subscribers. Thumbs up.
All right.
Bye,
Thanks, guys. Thanks so much. And if you guys have any questions and you're feeling shy, feel free to DM me or Tae. We'll answer any questions you have.
Sounds good. Thanks.
All right. Bye.
Bye bye.